I was living with an extremely dangerous man, and I had no idea. After graduating from college in May 2025, I moved from Minnesota to Southern California to pursue a career in computer science. I found a roommate named Johnson through a Craigslist ad and moved into a nondescript 5-story apartment building. Johnson was a quiet, balding man in his 40s who supposedly worked overnight shifts, meaning we rarely interacted. My sister, Maddie, a paranormal podcaster, immediately warned me that the place gave her bad vibes, but I dismissed her concerns as professional paranoia. Shortly after moving in, I began hearing heavy thuds coming from the apartment directly below mine. The noises were strangely reactive. If I dropped a hoodie or stepped too heavily, a series of harsh knocks would immediately strike the ceiling beneath my feet. Most disturbing was how the knocks followed me. As I walked down my hallway in the dark, the thuds from below aligned perfectly with my own footsteps. Seeking a resolution, I went downstairs to speak with the neighbor, only to have a woman across the hall inform me that the unit had been vacant for 2 years. Building management confirmed the vacancy and noted that a recent exterminator inspection found no signs of animals or pests. The terror peaked when, while lying in bed one night, the scratching sounds jumped from the floor to the wooden slats of my bed frame. I fled to the kitchen and told Johnson, who looked at me with an unreadable expression and claimed he had never heard a thing. A few nights later, I woke up in the living room to find Johnson standing just 5 feet away from me in the total darkness, staring silently. When I asked if he was okay, he simply nodded and retreated to his room. Days later, he vanished, leaving his room completely spotless. Interestingly, the scratching and knocking stopped the moment he moved out. The truth came out when 3 police officers arrived a week later. Johnson was a fake identity used by a fugitive wanted for domestic abuse and first-degree murder. My sister eventually found his real history. He had murdered his ex-wife by nailing her into a crate and burying her alive. The sounds I had been hearing, the rhythmic knocking and frantic scratching, weren't ghosts or animals. They were the sounds of my roommate practicing his signature method of murder in the empty space beneath me.